All right, hello class. This is Chef Sayer, and we are going to do our beef chili recipe demo. Now, as you've noticed, in this particular recipe, I have listed your ingredients, but I have not listed procedure. It is up to you to take thorough notes during this demonstration and write down the procedure as I go along. I will periodically pause so that you can kind of write down a few notes. I will guide you through, but it is your responsibility to write down the procedure for this recipe. First, let's go over our ingredients that we need. So first, we need some oil. Excuse me, and then onion. So I've got my onion here. I've got my garlic here. Again, the recipe calls for 4 cloves. I am not a big garlic person, so I'm reducing mine down to 3 cloves of garlic. I have my ground beef. I have a bell pepper, 1 red, 1 green, but certainly you could use yellow or orange in there as well. 3 jalapenos. Or 2 to 3, optional. I'm going to go ahead with 3 of them. These came out of my garden and I've tasted them. They're not super hot, but they do have a nice chili flavor to them. Crushed tomatoes right here. I've got tomato paste right there. I've got diced tomatoes here, and then I have my kidney beans and my black beans, and then my dried spices are here. Salt, pepper, chili powder, cumin, oregano, and I am going to add a little bit of smoked paprika as well too. Before we get started, I'm going to refrigerate the ground beef, and then we will start our vegetables. Okay. So first, wash our hands. Okay. And then we will start our vegetable prep. Okay. So, first I will start with the onion. I have a half of an onion left over. So I'm going to use that half plus this smaller one right here. So we'll first start by cutting off the 2 ends. Again, what I refer to as the North Pole and the South Pole. So the root end there, and then the opposite end. And again, then just peel that first layer, or possibly 2 of that onion. There we go. Okay. Got that. Okay. All right. Cut it in half, cut side down, okay, and then again we're going to cut into kind of a small dice, so about every 1/4 of an inch, going across, then rotate, then a 1/4 of an inch. Some people prefer their vegetables a little larger. That is certainly okay. There is no set rule per se with chili. I just like mine to be about the same size as the kidney beans, so I cut mine about a small dice. Excuse me. This is a strong onion. It is making me cry. Remember? Down and forward, down and forward. Pardon the phone ringing. Ooh, man, my eyes are going crazy. Okay, so there's our onion. I'm going to transfer those onions into a bowl, and I'm going to wrap them and set them off to the side. Okay. There's my onion. Alright, so now I've set those off to the side. I'm going to just kind of spray that off a little bit, just to get some of that onion flavor off of there. Okay, there we go. Alright, next, my bell peppers. So, green. There. Okay. Remove the white portion, known as the pith. Always away from yourself. There we go. All right, and I also want to small dice my bell pepper. So I'm just cutting everything into planks initially. Go. We'll get back to the bottom in a second. Okay. Now again, do what you feel comfortable with. I'm going to do, a stack of 10 or so. If you wanted, you could substitute a poblano or an Anaheim pepper. You could roast the pepper a little bit first to give it a different flavor, a smokier flavor to it. Okay, so there's my green. And the bottom. Approximately a small dice on the green bell pepper. All right. And the same for the red. So off the sides. And the bottom. Okay. Remember to just trim a little bit of that off. right. Same procedure. Small dice. That. I need to do one thing. It's just honing my knife. Whoops. All right. All right, so now we have finished our bell peppers, our red and our green. We'll just set those off to the side. Okay. Drop the pepper on the floor. Let me wipe up. Okay. All right. Next is, well, we'll do our jalapenos. Next. So again, I do the jalapenos the same as the other peppers. I just cut the sides off. To have the seeds or no seeds. If you have seeds in there, it will make it a little spicier. So keep that in mind. Now I'm going to julienne initially my jalapenos. So again, a julienne is 1/8 of an inch. By approximately 2 inches or so, and that's about what we have with each of these jalapenos. I know I say that like a white person from Chicago, so don't laugh at me. All right. Now we're almost done here. Whoops. And then we're going to turn these around and we're going to brunoise them. So turn them around and brunoise. So again, another 1/8 of an inch. Those are good. They're not too hot. Nice flavor. Okay. So I'm going to add those to my other peppers. Right there. All right. Good. Rinse off my hands. All right, so the last thing we have to do for vegetable prep is now our garlic, okay? Okay, so take off the husk. Remember, just a little tap, little tap, little tap. Peel. And peel. There we go. All right. Okay. So, last step, mince our garlic. Cut off our root. And chop our garlic. So now for this garlic, I'm going to leave this just a little chunkier than I normally would, just because it is chili.